Hello everyone, welcome back to the daily health, diving into pervy POTUS, bloatus, tweaker, taco, diarrhea, dawn, liarrhea. That's a good one. Liarrhea, dawn the con. I have my list over here with all of your names. Diaper. Demented diaper Don Corn Julio. Don the Con Corn Julio. Demented diaper Don the Con Corn Julio. Not Julio. Julio. Yeah. Mr. Carnival Barker. That's who he is. How's his health today? Monday, July 14th. 2025. I'm going for health meanings only because I'm short on time today. Right there. Okay. So the forces in motion for the whole day with the Ten of Wands reversed. Osteoporosis, nah, that doesn't fit him. Liver problems, yeah, that fits him. Liver, gout, high blood pressure, possibly blood sugar issues are giving him trouble today. Gout can be very painful. The liver can really withstand a lot, but high blood pressure, that's a recipe for a stroke. Reversed Seven of Swords in the challenge. So his greatest challenge for the whole day. So these two cards are really important. Forces in motion all day, and then his big challenge for the day with the Seven of Swords coming through reversed is possibly a virus. And I mean, if I venture out, I said I wouldn't, but if I venture out of the health meanings, this is a leaker, this is a whistleblower, Seven of Swords dude when it comes to reversed. This is somebody who needs to protect themselves. There could be a double agent thing even going on where something's leaked out. And then just on the basic, across the board level, somebody who's engaged in a major conflict of interest. Well, that's him, Don the Con. I mean, that's all he's ever done. He's just done everything he could to grift off the United States government and their people who pay the taxes. Early in the morning, there's a health problem, or heart problem, I should say. His whole body is a major health problem, but this could be, I don't know. I think it's just more heart surgery trouble, or just heart problems. If I combine it with all of, with these other two cards, that it does make sense that he could be having little surgeries that release pressure from his heart, or surgeries that help to like clear out his blood, some form of dialysis. Okay, and then combined with the what do you call Knight, the Knight of Cups. Well, this is a card that rules the lymphatic system. It didn't come through reversed today, so maybe but it has a lot in the past. Maybe the previously hidden addictions start to come out. Maybe there's a leaker, somebody that's somebody that wants to put the truth out there. I mean, his dementia is pretty full-blown, isn't it? I mean, he has that frontal temporal dementia, which is usually the symptoms are much worse than Alzheimer's. Anyway, that's early morning. At the very least, we can say that there's hatred in his heart that fuels his heart problems. He doesn't allow enough joy and love, and he doesn't go there at all. He doesn't allow anything healthy to go through his heart. So of course it's going to be major heart problems. And maybe if we combine the watering nature of the Knight of Swords, it could be congestive heart problems. I've gotten that before a lot. That's why I need to do some health readings on other people, because his cards are kind of the same. Midday or noontime. Great. We have the Chariot and the Tower. So I'm wondering if that brings in travel, but that really bothers him on the nervous system level, because the Uranus and Mars rule that card. So there's with Uranus, however you want to say it. I don't want to say the other way. I've never liked. Why would anybody want to call a planet Uranus? Give me a break. Okay, so but anyway, let's stick one at a time here. So with the Chariot, because it's ruled by Cancer, this rules the stomach and our genetics. Chest area, breasts if you're a woman. Yeah, that all fits. Maybe it's his genetically predisposition coming from his mother's side. Makes me wonder about that. But it could be travel, but it could also be him just trying to stay within his will. He does have a very strong will, and he's trying to stay centered within his strong will. It could also be card for an ambulance, right? Because it's the Chariot. This could be an ambulance that handles a situation as big as the Tower, right? Because the Tower it's our card that is about disasters and breakdowns, and I don't know, maybe there's some getting struck by lightning, right? Look at that. Off with their heads. They fall out of the high tower. The king and the queen, or the king and whoever this other person is that looks just like his hair when he used to have enough hair. If I can get my camera to focus. Right there. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, well, you can see the hair. Yeah. So let's say other meanings when it comes to the Tower. This is often just a major structural change, because it's a system breakdown. It's if anybody's ever gone through remodeling in your house and you do tarot, you would get this card. Things that just they leave you not able to function in the way that you did before. It's a little beyond even the death rebirth card, because you didn't see it coming. You didn't think it was going to be that bad, or you didn't see it coming at all, even if you planned for it. And this is interesting with the Chariot. So it might be that he explodes with his unhealthy will, my way or the highway. Or it could be literally a problem on the highway traveling, and an ambulance takes care of whatever. Or it could just be that his nervous system explodes and can't handle much more, and it is a genetic problem he inherited from his mother's side of the family. I know she had mental health issues, and I suspect she had a terrible, unbelievably awful childhood. So anyway, no excuse for him, right? I don't know why I want to not move on from this card. There's something really important here. I'm feeling like it could be, the protection, the comfort, the support of the MAGA base. MAGA, the maggots. It could be that the extreme religion, because we're looking at people falling out of the tower. This would be him falling out of the high tower, and it would be, I would think, people within MAGA who are pissed off about the Epstein. I just did a reading on that, about the Epstein files not coming out. If you didn't see that video, look at it. I was really, really surprised about what came through. So, yeah. So the extreme, like the evangelical Christians, they're not having it anymore, is what I'm getting here. So by midday, well, it could be that he wakes up with that, and that's what's really giving him heart problems. Okay. Yeah, then later in the evening, he's got weakness coming through. When we have the strength card reversed, it's weakness. Also acting out from his own, unconscious psychological problems. And it's my card for major levels of narcissism and psychopathology. Yeah. Exhaustion, weakness, boredom too. Oh, boo-hoo, right? And more news coming out, more and more. I thought I was going to stick with just the health only, but you know what? I'm feeling like with this Eight of Wands, because it is Mercury and Sag, yes, it's tons of news coming out quickly. And how perfect, because I think today, yeah, it is. Happy Mercury retrograde, everyone. It's official. Mercury is retrograde at 4 degrees of Leo. So that occupies his 12th house of the past and his, problems around losing what you don't clear out and stay present with so that you can create a new beginning. So this whole Mercury retrograde cycle that is coming from... actually it's the 17th, so it's not the 14th today. It's in a few days. So from the 17th all the way through to, I would say the end of August 25th is when the post-shadow is done, when the retro shade is done. So between 4 degrees and 15 degrees of, 15 and a half, about a half degree of Leo. So, yeah, it's got a bumpy ride coming, even worse. So, but anyway, with this, I feel like with the, back to the Eight of Wands coming down, all that energy hitting the ground fast, because it's Mercury in Sag, this rules the head. So again, headaches, possibly falling down, possible breathing problems, so weakness that could cause him to fall down in the evening, whether or not we see it. This is also a card of air travel. So besides news hitting the ground and air travel, it could just be that he's just out of it and so weak from all the air travel that he does, and that is very hard on a person's health. Okay, and then later in the evening, like middle of the night, because we know he doesn't sleep well, we have the Nine of Wands coming through reversed. And the health with that is whatever. I feel like it's because with this card this is one of the rare cards in the deck that really doesn't have terrible health issues. Well, the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands are the two, but we can still look at it as being on edge when it comes to reversed, being very defensive and stubborn, and alienates the people around him, possibly major paranoia in the middle of the night. Like Andre says, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. God. Okay, Three of Cups reversed. Even the women around him can't stand him, and there's no support that way. When this card comes to reversed, people are gossiping about him. He doesn't have the capacity to feel any guilt, but there's betrayal from friends, people who were friends, and issues with, feeling very paranoid about triangular relationships. I would think it has to do with just everybody talking about him all weekend, over the Epstein files. And, Pam Bondi, we could even put these women in the category of putting in Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem and all the other, maybe even Susie Wiles has had it with him, because she doesn't seem to have much patience with him. But anyway, back to health. When we get this card, when we get the Three of Cups coming through reversed, besides gossip and betrayal and problems, this is overindulgence, and possibly with alcohol, and depression, at the very least resentments, and that of course fuels. See, these cards over here are going to fuel the morning's card, right? In a vicious circle kind of a way. It could, I know it's early this morning, then later that night, but still, it all connects with the heart. So, okay, at the bottom of the deck, so the foundation for the day with the Two of Wands reversed, again, problems with his, whistleblower. Problems with his head, problems with his relationship with foreign oligarchs. The Two of Wands, because it's ruled by Mars and Aries, when it's reversed, this is an accident-prone, situation. So it also shows his lack of planning. It also shows that he just really wants to be in charge and mow down everyone else, and because he's got to be better than everyone else. That's his mindset. So he's pissed. He's really pissed. And then this Page of Cups reversed would absolutely 100% be the card. There's only 78 cards in the deck, and this would be the number one card that has to do with what? Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not going to use the words because I don't want to get in trouble. I'll just say SA. But this has to do with abuse, that with younger, I would want to say women, but I'm not going to hold, I don't know. Yeah. So people who victimize children or young women under the age of 18, that's the whole issue. And maybe there is an accidental leaking. Maybe somebody that used to be with him accidentally leaks some information or does it on purpose. We don't have Elon Musk's card here, so I wouldn't say that, but this is definitely a leaker card here with the Seven of Swords, and this is the big challenge for the day. So while I do not have dirt nap cards, this is a terrible day for him. This whole weekend, actually, I'm doing this reading on Sunday, the day before. So he's not having a good time at all. Yeah, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. God. Okay. Sending you guys prayers. I need prayers too. Try to keep me in the light here. Thank you. Bye.